Now, Good Morning Northwest, Spokane's mayor stirred up controversy when she appeared at this religious rally led by some extremists. Well, some council members asked for her censure last night. Mayor Nadine Woodward's supporters demanded to be heard.
A light transition day today. We're going to get clouds, breezy conditions this afternoon. But then on the other side of this front, some gorgeous weather. We'll talk about it.
And the deal with Iran, the U.S. is clearing the way for a prisoner swap, bringing home 5 Americans held in Iran, what America is giving up in return. You're watching Good Morning Northwest here on 4 News Now. Thank you so much for starting your day with us. I'm Derek Dice.
And I'm Robin Nance. It is Tuesday, September 12th. Let's get you right on to Mark for your first alert forecast.
Good morning, everyone. Hope you're having a great start to the day. Grab a cup of coffee. Here we go. Got some cloud cover out there. We're sitting at 57 degrees right now. Winds to 9 miles an hour. We'll see those winds gusting to 15. So breezy conditions at times this afternoon. Gust to 20 potentially in some areas in the central areas of the state, but we shouldn't really reach that. But we'll keep an eye on it. Sun and clouds, that's going to be the mix today. Again, those breezy winds coming in at times. We will start warming up, and it is going to be a warm and sunny weekend. We'll have the full details here in just a little bit. Into the valley, 62 now, 55 into Deer Park, also into Cheney, also into Post Falls. But Coeur d'Alene reporting 64 degrees this morning. Not too bad. We look at what we can expect in that forecast. It really is going to be the sun and clouds for us. More cloud cover for the Selkirks, for the Cascades, and some mountain shower expected, but that's going to be it. By tomorrow morning, things really do look better, and we're going to see, again, partly cloudy to mostly sunny conditions. Our day today, it's going to take a while to warm, but we'll be around 70 by noon and upper 70s, mid to upper 70s for much of the afternoon.
New details from the Breaking Now desk. This morning, the Biden administration is taking steps to advance a deal to free 5 Americans who have been deemed wrongfully detained in Iran by the U.S. State Department. Secretary of State Antony Blinken has signed off on a blanket waiver of U.S. sanctions, clearing the way for South Korea to pay Iran roughly $6 billion in oil revenue in exchange for the release of 5 detained American citizens. Under the new deal, the U.S. says Iran can only use the funds for humanitarian purposes. The process to bring the Americans home began to move forward in August, when 4 of the detainees were released to house arrest. The 5th was already on house arrest. Yesterday, in a notice to Congress, Blinken confirmed the prisoner swap component to the deal, saying that the U.S. has also committed to release 5 Iranian nationals currently detained in the United States.
I will say it is a process that is ongoing. We continue to work towards the full release of the American citizens that were detained in Iran.
3 of the Americans include oil executive Samat Namazi, businessman Ahmad Sharji, and conservationist Murad Tabaz. They were accused of espionage, claims they all deny. The 4th and 5th Americans want to remain anonymous. And according to the Associated Press, people familiar with the negotiations said they expect the detainees will be released as early as next week. Reporting in studio, Sydney Charles, 4 News Now.
Breaking news this morning, more than 2,000 people are feared dead in Libya from flooding that swept through the eastern part of the country. A Libyan government official says residential neighborhoods disappeared as torrents swept them into the sea, along with thousands of people. He called the situation catastrophic and unprecedented. At least 10,000 people are believed missing. Here at home, multiple people had their voices heard at last night's city council meeting.
They were there speaking against the council's resolution to denounce Mayor Nadine Woodward's recent appearance at a far-right religious rally last month.
I'd like you to show me this Christian national behavior. I don't even know the definition of what that entails.
The mess our society is in today is a result of secular nationalists, a planned destruction of traditional morals and values, and the elimination of God and faith from the public square.
Now, Mayor Woodward appeared alongside former Spokane Valley Representative Matt Shea last month. During that event, several people on stage asked for a prayer over Mayor Woodward, and Shea offered a blessing for her re-election. Now, Shea has been condemned by his own party for religious extremism. The resolution is being put forward by council members Zach Sapone and Betsy Wilkerson, who say the mayor's appearance tarnishes the reputation and image of the city and its citizens.
And tomorrow, a Latah County judge will hear arguments about cameras in the courtroom during the University of Idaho murders case. Bryan Kohberger is accused of killing 4 U of I students: Madison Mogen, Kaylee Gonsalves, Ethan Chapin, and Xana Kernodle. The defense has asked multiple times to keep cameras out of the courtroom. In the most recent filing, Kohberger's attorneys say media outlets violated a judge's instructions and made Kohberger the sole focus of the reporting. The defense believes that continued coverage of the case will taint the jury pool and violate Kohberger's right to a fair trial. A coalition of media outlets, which includes 4 News Now, is arguing for continued access. The coalition argues that removing cameras from court will lead to a, quote, significantly less accurate portrayal of the justice process. The Spokane County Sheriff's Office is using video surveillance technology inside what it calls its real-time crime center.
Hey, Lieutenant Justin Elliott says that technology, which includes new flock safety cameras, helps deputies do their jobs more efficiently by getting them to the scene quicker and allowing them to make quicker decisions with better information. But video surveillance also raises questions about invasion of privacy, and the Spokane Human Rights Commission is one group that doesn't want to see this surveillance go too far.
Are there frameworks in place that where, you know, that there's some oversight? Are there frameworks in place so this doesn't get out of hand? So this doesn't, you know, so our city doesn't become a, you know, a surveillance totalitarian state.
We'll tell you how much the Real-Time Crime Center costs, how it was paid for, and in what ways the Sheriff's Office would like to expand its capabilities in my special report tonight on 4 News Now at 6 o'clock. All right, Good Morning Northwest time is now 6:06.
Mark is back, and as you're getting the kids ready to head off to school, what do we got?
Temperatures, again, into the 50s. Some may require an extra layer. Others wearing the shorts and a T-shirt, and they're good. Yeah, just the way it is. We're going to have temperatures, though, into the 50s all morning long. It's going to be a slow warm-up for the middle of the day. We do have those the sun and clouds, as you can see in that shot. We're going to have more on your forecast coming up.
Coming up on Good Morning Northwest, I will show you a few creative ways to make a home for your pet. You don't want to miss it. More coming up after the break. I'm Ariel Drayton reporting in Coeur d'Alene, 4 News Now.
And it's getting green to Spokane's new sports stadium. Coming up, we'll give you a look at the turf going in and tell you how soon some student athletes will be playing on it.
And right after the break, the bold move by New Mexico's governor, why she issued a ban on carrying guns in her state. And well, she's getting some backlash for it.
Stream 4 News Now on your TV for free with the KXLY Plus app.
I had a credit card from a big bank. I had really high interest rates on it, and I accrued a lot of debt. I went into BECU. I realized the personal loan was the right option for me. I walked out of BECU so relieved.
Les Miserables, still the world's most popular musical. Experience the breathtaking production that leaves both audiences and critics awestruck. Les Miserables.
November 14th through 19th at First Interstate Center for the Arts. Tickets available at BroadwaySpokane.com.
Don't miss Quality Stoves and Spa's Fair Savings Event. Massive once-a-year discounts on everything. Save up to $3,000 off Quality Stoves and Spa's large selection of hot tubs and swim spas. Hurry, sale ends Saturday at Quality Stoves and Spas, Post Falls.
I'm Mark Peterson, the Extreme Team and Horizon Credit Union, ready to take on the next task. If you know of a project that needs an Extreme Team makeover, go to KXLY.com to nominate it. 4 News Now Extreme Team brought to you by Horizon Credit Union.
My name is Jennifer, and this is my Summit Cancer Center story. I was diagnosed with breast cancer in November of 2015. Getting a cancer diagnosis is literally like having the rug pulled out from underneath you. When I'm at Summit Cancer Centers, I feel like they're kind of part of my family in a sense. They've always had my best interests in mind, so I'm actually very hopeful for the future. I would recommend Summit Cancer Center.
Spokane Tribe Casino brings you Grammy nominee, singer-songwriter Elle King to Spokane Live, Thursday, October 5th. Tickets are available online now at SpokaneTribeCasino.com. Don't miss ACM and CMA award winner Elle King. October 5th, live at Spokane Tribe Casino, Airway Heights, Washington. Entertainment without limits. Must be 21 or older to attend. Entertainment schedule is subject to change.
Shopping around for an early savers account for the girls, we noticed that BECU had the best interest rate. My mom taught me the importance of saving, and I wanted to pass that on to my kids.
4 News Now is brought to you by Move Fitness.
It is 6:10, and here's a look at what's new on Good Morning Northwest. Gun rights advocates in New Mexico are outraged with Governor Michelle Grisham's recent emergency orders concerning gun violence.
The orders declare gun violence a public health emergency. She issued a statewide enforcement plan that includes a 30-day suspension of open and concealed carry laws in Albuquerque and surrounding Bernalillo County. The governor issued the emergency orders after the shooting deaths of 3 children from July through September, as well as a pair of mass shootings in the state.
The biggest antitrust trial in decades starts today, pitting Google against the U.S. government. Federal regulators and state attorneys general accused the search giant of using its size to rig the market by locking in its search engines as the default choice on millions of devices.
The flood emergency in Massachusetts could get worse this morning as rivers north of Boston begin to crest. 6 to 9 inches of rain fell in a matter of hours, submerging cars and forcing drivers to abandon their vehicles on the highway. In Rhode Island, powerful floodwaters poured into homes and businesses while thousands of flights have been canceled. All of this ahead of Hurricane Lee, barreling north in the Atlantic, packing 115-mile-per-hour winds overnight.
Your Tuesday morning 10-second takeaway, it's going to be sun and clouds today. We are going to see, again, some breezy conditions this afternoon, so a light layer wouldn't be out of the question. Neither would some sunglasses at times. High today, 77.
Well, check out this live look. It's the new downtown Spokane Stadium right there. And we are a little more than 2 weeks from the first high school football and soccer games at the new downtown stadium. And the turf is being installed. For the last couple of weeks, they've been putting down the rubber padding. But yesterday, the turf went over the top of that rubber base. There will be a ribbon cutting ceremony on September 26th. The first game on the new field will be on the 28th when the Shadle Park girls soccer team takes on Pullman.
Yeah, then at 7 o'clock that same night, the lights will go on as North Central hosts Clarkston for the first football game there. The seats are already installed and there's enough space for 5,100 people. The stadium replaces Joe Albi Stadium, but Joe Albi is not forgotten. The street between the stadium and the podium has been renamed Joe Albi Way, and the statue of Albi that graced the old stadium has been moved to the new stadium.
Oh, it's going to be so cool.
Yeah, going to be great to see our kids playing on it.
I love that a girls soccer game is the first to be played on there. So exciting.
Of course you do. Good morning, Northwest time. Now 6:12.
A major ruling on the future of the Pac-12 coming up a little later. Why it's considered a win for Washington State University.
And if you're looking for something fun to do with the kids this weekend, we'll tell you where you can see all the creative entries in the Pet Parade of Homes. We're live in Coeur d'Alene next.
4 News Now is brought to you by Coeur d'Alene Wigs. Sign up for breaking news alerts with the 4 News Now app.
Discover fall in Coeur d'Alene. Experience the hidden treasure of autumn in our serene lakeside town. As the lively energy of summer subsides, the town embraces the tranquility of fall. Guests can unwind and find solace by the glistening lake. See for yourself why fall is Coeur d'Alene's best-kept secret. Book your fall foliage lake cruise overnight package now and make memories that will warm your heart for years to come.
At Becker Buick GMC, we strive to make every experience easy and stress-free, from purchase to service. Whether it's just a routine oil change or a surprise check engine light, you can count on honest, quick, and dependable service from Becker Buick GMC. Our techs are factory trained and certified to diagnose and repair your vehicle and get you back on the road quickly and safely. Call today or head to BeckerBuickGMC.com to make an appointment.
Get ready for fall with Pape Machinery. Right now, we're offering big discounts on remaining 2022 John Deere compact utility tractors. Get a 1025R tractor loader backhoe for as low as $299 per month with 0% financing for 84 months. These offers are only good now through October, so stop by your local Pape Machinery Ag and Turf store to take advantage today. Pape keeps you moving.
It's here, the Fall RV Expo in Airway Heights. Yes, rake in the deals with falling prices. September 14th through 17th across from North 40 Outfitters in Airway Heights. Travel trailers from $198 per month. Save over $38,000 on a Montana fifth wheel. Combine factory rebates with special expo discounts and save thousands. Motorhomes, fifth wheels, travel trailers, all priced to sell. Almost anything accepted in trade. Rush to the Fall RV Expo. 4 days only. September 14th through 17th. 10117 West Highway 2 in Airway Heights.
If you want carpet that feels this good, see the selection at Carpet Barn. For a limited time, get free installation with in-stock carpet paired with an exclusive cushion. Carpet Barn stocks hundreds of choices of the latest carpets. Get free professional installation at Carpet Barn. Visit Carpet Barn today and let our expert team bring your vision to life at unbeatable prices. This sale won't last long. Get free installation on luxurious carpet at Carpet Barn.
Good morning. Welcome back. It's now 6:15. You know, we're always looking for fun things to do with our kids, and we have found a fun activity for them.
Yeah, the North Idaho Building Contractors Association is hosting the Pet Parade of Homes event for kids from kindergarten to 12th grade. It starts this weekend and ends on October 1st. The newest member of the Good Morning Northwest team, Ariel Drayton, is live in Coeur d'Alene to explain.
Hi guys, yeah, I'm here actually with a couple participants from the Pet Parade of Events event, and they started with this book, which is the house that she built, and it ended up looking just like these Lego houses that are on the table. As you can see from the left to the right, we have a pig house, a frog rescue, a pig playground, and then of course, one of my favorites that my friend created her very own self, a dolphin house. So this is one of few many activities that you can expect at the Pet of Parade event, excuse me. And we have more coming up in our next break, and you'll hear from our two participants that had the great opportunity to try this program out. Also they started with these drawings from the beginning of building a house, showing them how to build this house from the ground up. So this is definitely an event that a lot of students would want to take advantage of in the area. And this is a great opportunity for you to enjoy with your kids as well. So this will be an event that'll be ran from it started actually at the beginning of June, and it has been going on the entire summer and will end October 1st. The submission to build one of these houses has passed. However, you could come in to the North Idaho Building Association and vote for your favorite house and for the People's Choice Award. Reporting in Coeur d'Alene, I'm Ariel Drayton, 4 News Now.
All right, so those are the top ones. They've selected them, and then you're going to go check them out and see which one you think is
There's
best.
some creative young folks out there.
I love they had a plan to start. You know? And then these kids put together these things. It's great.
Yep.
Love this. Love this.
Yeah, we all love this.
It's not bad. We have sun and clouds expected today, guys. Temperatures starting off cool. Spokane Valley now 62 degrees, not too shabby. 57 into the West Plains, 54 into Cheney. Deer Park, you're at 55. Temperatures in the mid-50s for North Idaho as well. Our high today is going to be, again, as I've been talking about, around average. 75 is a normal high. We're going to be at 77 degrees. Overnight lows down to 53. That's going to be for tomorrow morning. Expecting cloud cover there, but less wind, southwest 5 to 10 miles an hour. Things look good. Now, let's take a look at where things are right now. We have had, again, that cloud cover that's been coming in, not as dense as many had thought. However, higher elevations are going to see more dense cloud cover and more potential for some mountain light rain showers or sprinkles. Tracking the pattern today, we're looking pretty good, but we do have, again, this weak cold front that's going to be diving across. That's going to be for this afternoon. That's going to create those breezy conditions. This is going to move through. As it does behind that, we're going to have this clear, warmer air mass that's going to come in, and that's going to set us up for what will be a beautiful weekend. All right, we're looking at humidity levels right now, and so we've got pretty good humidity into areas of North Idaho, Montana. That pushes through. We'll have higher humidities coming through this afternoon. That corresponds with increased cloud cover as well. That's where we see those mountain showers. That passes, high pressure moves in, and boom, we're great all the way through Saturday, Sunday, even into Sunday night. Monday, we start to see that erode a little bit. Forecast radar, the cloud cover that's going to really remain north. Chance of isolated light showers or sprinkles there. That, as that continues to move out, that high pressure builds in, and that's the setup. So really, through today, we're going to see variable clouds. Tomorrow should be a better day, and then it's the sunshine and the heat that moves in for the end of the week. 77 our high today. Omak, you're going to be at 82, 76 into Kellogg. St. Mary's 77. Coeur d'Alene's right there at 76, and then mid-70s into Sandpoint, 78 into Kalispell if you're heading over to Montana. Here is our setup for the planner. All right, plan on 78 for tomorrow with mostly sunny conditions. Sunshine in 81, continuing to warm Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Mid-80s there. Monday, it's going to be 79 with increased cloud cover. Overnight lows, well, Thursday morning, 49 degrees. So you could see some cooler temperatures there under a clear sky. So that radiational cooling could have temperatures even into the 30s in some places.
Wow.
So, yeah, it's going to be on the cool side, but it's going to warm up nicely. It'll be beautiful. And this wrapping up the fair and so many other things going on this weekend.
Yeah, and all the football games and soccer games are going to be great weather for it.
It is now 6:21 on the nose. Week 1 of the NFL season is now in the books, and a couple of local college players had big games.
Yeah, that includes former Eastern wide receiver Kendrick Bourne. We'll tell you about his big day and what River Craycraft did for the Dolphins. It's coming up after the break in sports. Thanks for waking up with Good Morning Northwest here on your Tuesday morning. We will be right back.
Download the 4 News Now app today.
Fairway Floor Abbey Carpet is North Idaho's premier flooring shop. They have your home or business covered from wall to wall. Their designers help you find the perfect floor for your lifestyle and budget. If you can dream it, they can floor it at Fairway Floor Abbey Carpet in Post Falls.
You're being watched in real time throughout Spokane. The Sheriff's Office says it's for everyone's safety, but is it violating your privacy? I'm Derek Dice from 4 News Now. I'll take you inside the real-time crime center to get answers. Tonight, only on 4 News Now at 6.
Since I was 14, I have been addicted to one substance or another. I know that it may seem hard to finally take that first step, but once you do, it's like running down a mountain and everything snowballs, and the Lord works in the best ways, opening doors for you that you never thought possible. Just reach out your hand. Someone will be there to take it.
We rent china, glassware, tents, and barbecues, flatware, linen, dance floor, staging, tables, chairs.
A to Z rental. No job too big, no job too small.
Jackhammers, stem doors, washers, stump grinders, saws, generators, skid steer, excavator, dingoes, trailers, tractors, nailers, staplers, hole diggers, tillers, mowers, yard vac, aerators.
Call A to Z rental at 509-924-2000 or go to rentatoz.com.
We rent everything, man.
Now open in Airway Heights.
At A to Z rental, we rent everything.
Did you see this? It says most people are going to need long-term care that health insurance and Medicare won't cover.
I saw that, and it got me thinking, if I need to pay for home modifications or in-home care, I am not prepared. Are you?
Not really. I mean, whatever happens, I just want to know that I'll be able to get care and stay in my own home as I age.
Right? I want that too. So,
Find out how the WA Cares Fund can help.
Progressions Credit Union is here to give you the 411 on how you can earn 4.11% APY with Kasasa Cash Checking. It's easy. Qualify to earn rewards like ATM surcharge refunds up to $25 for doing everyday account activities. Activities like one direct deposit or ACH deposit or withdrawal, 12 monthly debit card transactions, and enrolling in e-statements. Call or go to progressionscu.org today and ask about our limited time offer of $200 cash bonus when you open a Kasasa account.
Week 1 of the NFL season is finally in the books, and we saw a lot of strange things happen already, but also a lot of amazing performances. Hopefully some of those helped your fantasy teams to victory this weekend. However, there are 2 individuals in particular that once called the Inland Northwest home that really stood out on Sunday afternoon. Former Eastern Washington Eagle Kendrick Bourne had one of the best performances all weekend long. He brings in 6 catches for 64 yards and 2 touchdowns in the Patriots' loss to the Eagles. Now, this is huge for Bourne as he only brought in 1 touchdown during the entire 2022 season. But with a new offensive system in New England, expect to see a lot more of him used this year. And Washington State Cougar River Cracraft continues to be a big part of that amazing Miami Dolphins offense. He caught 3 passes for 40 yards, including a touchdown in the second quarter that helped the Fins to a shootout victory over the Chargers. And this could also be a huge season for River. He only had 5 targets in this game compared to 14 in all of 2022. Now, as for former Cougar third-round pick Deion Henley, the linebacker did not play in the Chargers opener against the Dolphins. He was held out with a hamstring injury, but expect to see a lot of him this season. Reporting in studio, I'm Alex Crescenti, 4 News Now Sports.
Well, the Mariners in a back-and-forth game with the LA Angels last night that went to extra innings. Bottom of the 10th, M's down 5-3 when Julio Rodriguez blasted a 2-run homer to tie the game, making him just the second Mariner with 30 homers and 30 stolen bases in a season. But the Angels would answer in the 11th, scoring 3 runs on a pair of RBI singles and an error. The M's lose another tough one, 8-5. They're now a half game out of the final wild card spot and 2.5 games back in the division. About 2.5 weeks left to go in the regular season, so still time, M's, to get things turned back around.
They just take us to the cliff. Just keep taking us there.
All right, it's now just about 6:26.
As we head to a break, here's your first look at what's coming up on GMA at 7 o'clock. Stick around.
In this morning's GMA First Look, a heart-pounding rescue.
I really feel really proud of myself.
Watch as 12-year-old Austin McMillan saves his therapist, Jason Paquette, from drowning in a Florida pool last week. Paquette tried to see how long he could hold his breath underwater, the 12-year-old looking on and eventually noticing something was wrong.
He was underwater, and I was like, that's way too long. He cannot do that.
Just so grateful to be alive and that he stepped up in a time where I would have died if he didn't step up.
Paquette regaining consciousness just as Austin's dad arrived home and called 911.
When I first got the call from my husband, I almost felt like I couldn't speak. My whole body locked up.
And coming up at 7 a.m., we'll have more of Austin's story and the surprising way he learned CPR. With your GMA First Look, I'm Rhiannon Alley, ABC News, New York.
Choosing a treatment for your chronic migraine, 15 or more headache days a month, each lasting 4 hours or more, can be overwhelming. So ask your doctor about Botox. Botox prevents headaches in adults with chronic migraine before they even start. It's the #1 prescribed branded chronic migraine treatment. So far, more than 5 million Botox treatments have been given to over 850,000 chronic migraine patients.
Effects of Botox may spread hours to weeks after injection, causing serious symptoms. Alert your doctor right away, as difficulty swallowing, speaking, breathing, eye problems, or muscle weakness can be signs of a life-threatening condition. Side effects may include allergic reactions, neck and injection site pain, fatigue, and headache. Don't receive Botox if there's a skin infection. Tell your doctor your medical history, muscle or nerve conditions and medications, including botulinum toxins, as these may increase the risk of serious side effects.
In a survey, 92% of current users said they wish they talked to their doctor and started Botox sooner. So ask your doctor if Botox is right for you. Learn how AbbVie could help you save on Botox.
Stream 4 News Now on your TV for free with the KXLY Plus app.
Hi, I'm Randy, owner of Rooter 911 Sewer and Drain.
Sewer and drain cleaning at half the price of the larger competitors.
24/7 service for all of your sewer and drain cleaning needs in Spokane, 535-3136.
Did you know that Spokane Hyperbaric Center uses oxygen to reduce pain, inflammation, and swelling?
I didn't know that.
Did you know that hyperbaric oxygen therapy promotes new blood vessel growth, fights infection, and releases more stem cells from your bone marrow?
I didn't know that.
Would you like to know if Spokane Hyperbaric Center is the right choice for you? Go to hyperbarichope.com to find out.
Spokane Hyperbaric Center gave us hope. And now you know.
Is it your day to water? Know if you are odd or even and be water wise this summer.
Tina, the Tina Turner Musical. Tina Turner's triumphant story is live on stage in the mega hit musical direct from Broadway. Prepare to be ecstatically blown away. September 19th through 24th at First Interstate Center for the Arts. On sale now at BroadwaySpokane.com.
My advice to all the fathers out there, they grow up way too fast for you to waste even a single precious moment.
From 4 News Now, this is Good Morning Northwest.
4 News Now Story Tracker, taking a look at the stories people are reading about online this morning.
One of our top stories on KXLY.com, a Latah County judge will hear arguments tomorrow about cameras in the courtroom during the University of Idaho murders case. The defense has asked multiple times to keep cameras out of the courtroom. In the most recent filing, Brian Kohberger's attorneys say media outlets violated a judge's instructions and made Kohberger the sole focus of the reporting and the video. A coalition of media outlets, which includes us here at 4 News Now, is arguing for continued access. You can read our continuing coverage of this story right now on KXLY.com.
A roller coaster of emotions for New York Jets fans in their season opener on Monday Night Football. Star quarterback Aaron Rodgers played just 4 snaps for his new team before going down with what could be a season-ending Achilles injury. Now, Rodgers is guaranteed $75 million over this season and next, even if he doesn't play another down. Wow. But the game that started with heartache ended in elation as backup QB Zach Wilson led the team to an overtime victory against the Bills, capped by a game-winning punt return for a touchdown.
Good morning, Northwest. I'm Robin Nance.
And I'm Derek Dice. It is Tuesday, September the 12th. Mark Peterson here with a look at that first alert forecast for what's shaping up to be a pretty good Tuesday.
Yeah, not going to be too bad. This really gives us a pretty good depiction of what we're going to be seeing today. Sun and clouds throughout the day. 57 in Spokane. Again, we've got the clouds and 59 into Coeur d'Alene. Sun's up and we're ready to go. Air quality is better than it was a couple hours ago. We were just at 50, just right on the precipice there to moderate. Now we're right in the middle of good, and it should stay there throughout the day. We do have, in our 4 things you need to know, the sun and cloud mix that's expected all day long. It will be breezy at times with winds to 15 miles an hour. Warming trend coming in for the weekend, and it's going to be sunny as well. 62 currently into the valley. Deer Park, you're at 55, 54 into Cheney, and Post Falls at 55 degrees. So some cool weather. Coeur d'Alene, though, 63. Spirit Lake, in that area, you're 51. Satellite radar, yeah, high thin clouds coming across throughout central and eastern Washington, North Idaho. Some light rain showers into the Puget Sound. 4-hour forecast for the day. We're going to get to 71. By noon, we're going to be in the mid to upper 70s throughout much of the afternoon. Again, that high, 4 o'clock, 77 degrees.
And from the Breaking Now desk, this morning, the number of people killed continues to rise in Morocco following a 6.8 magnitude quake that struck the country Friday night. State media now says over 2,800 people have died. Rescue crews are finally getting to some of the hardest to reach areas which were most impacted by the deadly quake. What you see now in this moment shows how much it takes to get help to Morocco's earthquake victims. Here in the remote Atlas Mountains region, help comes from bags dropped from a military helicopter. Bags which before this had been handed from one person to the next off of a truck onto a helicopter, then packed tightly to help as many people as possible. Morocco hasn't had an earthquake this deadly since 1960.
Much as they are doing the best they can to recover all the people that are lost, that are missing, the likelihood of finding people alive really does diminish at this hour.
And we continue to see new videos out of Morocco. This video was taken earlier today. Dozens of people covered with blankets on the ground, others sleeping outside in tents. And this is new aerial footage taken this morning. You can just see the extent of the damage and the number of buildings and homes just completely destroyed. And it's too soon to estimate the cost to rebuild, but the United Nations and President Biden have said they are ready to provide assistance, and the World Bank has offered the country its, quote, full support. Reporting in studio, Sydney Charles, 4 News Now.
And breaking news out of Russia, where North Korean leader Kim Jong-un has arrived by armored train for arms negotiations. Multiple South Korean media outlets are reporting Kim will meet with Russian President Vladimir Putin. Putin reportedly arrived in the eastern Russian city of Vladivostok yesterday. The U.S. and its allies are particularly concerned about the technology North Korea is seeking from Russia in return for weaponry. The U.S. has urged Pyongyang not to provide weapons for Moscow's war in Ukraine.
Back here at home, 6 new police officers will soon be patrolling the streets of Spokane. The police department is in the midst of a staffing crisis and says new lateral hires will help relieve some of the stress current officers are up against. Yesterday, the 6 were sworn in by Chief Craig Meidel. The 4 men and 2 women have worked as officers in other cities, all of them bringing years of experience to SPD. Spokane native Kelsey Torres has been in law enforcement in Post Falls for the last 7 years. She started in dispatch, working her way up to an officer, and hoping to follow in her family's footsteps.
My parents are in law enforcement. My grandma was in law enforcement, so it's kind of what I've always wanted to do, kind of the cliche father-daughter thing, followed in his footsteps a little bit.
She said the move to SPD comes with more resources and opportunities to grow as an officer.
Spokane police are searching for who is responsible for vandalizing the Rainbow Crosswalk in Spokane's South Perry district. The graffiti was found early Saturday morning. Community members say this is making people feel unwelcome and unsafe. The Odyssey Youth Movement director, Ian Sullivan, says the crosswalk was just installed this year, and it's heartbreaking to see hatred in his neighborhood.
Even as an LGBT adult, this is supposed to be my safe neighborhood, my safe city. So this is not just something we need to worry about for our young folks. This is for all of our community members.
Spokane police are continuing their investigation, but say they don't have any new information about who is responsible.
A man in a wheelchair was killed crossing the street in Spokane Valley Saturday night. It happened around 8 o'clock near the Safeway at Sprague and Evergreen. The sheriff's office says the car was driving east when it hit the man in the road. He died at the scene. Deputies say they do not believe the driver was impaired or speeding. They are still investigating and have not filed any charges. The name of the man who died will be released later.
A Whitman County judge made a major ruling on the future of the Pac-12 conference, blocking a meeting that could have ended with its dissolvement.
It's a big win for the 2 remaining schools fighting to keep the conference alive. Washington State and Oregon State fought in court to make sure the schools leaving the conference don't have a say on the direction it's heading. They cited the bylaws of the Pac-12, which state that members who give notice to leave the conference forfeit their seat on the Board of Governors, meaning they're no longer allowed to vote on conference-related things. They also argued the departing schools have announced an allegiance to the new conferences they're joining, so there's no way they could still vote or act in the best interest of the Pac-12.
Members who have announced that they are leaving to join a competitor are no longer have any loyalty to the Pac-12 and cannot be entrusted to make decisions on behalf of the Pac-12.
And the judge ultimately ruled in favor of WSU and OSU, barring Wednesday's meeting from happening. He also ruled that if all 12 schools can unanimously agree on an employee retention program or any solution moving forward, that action can be adopted into the Pac-12. Yeah, it was a victory for WSU and OSU, but it's the first in a long process, right, to try to salvage what's left of the conference.
And we'll be breaking it all down for you all along the way.
You know it. All right, Good Morning Northwest time is now 6:37.
You know what I like to see behind Mark? That 80s graphic.
I know. It just memories of last year where we had just such a couple of seasons were so short. Right now, summer looks to be extending, and it's going to be great. We're going to have temperatures near 80 today and tomorrow. It's going to be mid-80s for the weekend. It's a sun and clouds start type of day. We're going to have a full check of your forecast coming up.
4 News Now on your time with Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram.
Some days your body is a temple, and some days the temple wants sugar.
You might relieve stress naturally on Monday and plan for it on Tuesday. Because being human isn't always so fries or salad. Sometimes it's both. So relax with essential oils or a glass of Cab. Fall asleep with melatonin and wake up to caffeine. With traditional medicine and alternative remedies, there's no wrong way to treat life at Rite Aid. And now get your flu shot with easy scheduling, fast appointments, plus walk-ins available daily.
It's safe to say that a great day's work starts with a great night's sleep. So no matter what kind of job you have, Denver Mattress has the right mattress for you. So shop the extended Labor Day sale today, because the more you buy, the more you save. Save $100 on every $1,000 you spend. Or get up to $700 off select adjustable mattress sets. Check out the Summit for only $299.99. Or save up to $300 on our Denver Mattress brand lineup. Plus 4 years no interest and free shipping. Denver Mattress, the easiest way to get the right mattress.
With Chevy Silverado and Silverado HD, you can take on the mountains, or you can move them. With the power of up to 36,000 pounds of max available towing and the confidence of an available 13.4-inch diagonal touchscreen. Whatever your mountain, there's a Silverado for you. Get 0% financing plus make no monthly payments for 90 days on all Silverado 1500 pickups. Plus, get $750 cash allowance on this Silverado. See your hometown Chevy dealer today.
Chances are, when it's time to call a service professional, you need someone right away. That's why Mr. Electric is ready when you are with appointment times to fit your busy schedule. They specialize in knob and tube removal, lighting upgrades, panel replacements, and other electrical services. And rest assured, their work is quoted upfront and fully guaranteed. Call Mr. Electric today and get $50 off your service.
Mr. Electric, we have the power to make things better.
It's here, the Fall RV Expo in Airway Heights. Yes, rake in the deals with falling prices. September 14th through 17th across from North 40 Outfitters in Airway Heights. Travel trailers from $198 per month. Save over $38,000 on a Montana fifth wheel. Combine factory rebates with special expo discounts and save thousands. Motorhomes, fifth wheels, travel trailers, all priced to sell. Almost anything accepted in trade. Rush to the Fall RV Expo. 4 days only. September 14th through 17th. 10117 West Highway 2 in Airway Heights.
All right, we're back with some breaking news this morning. Sources tell ABC News that House Speaker Kevin McCarthy is expected to endorse an impeachment inquiry into President Joe Biden. McCarthy reportedly calls the inquiry the logical next step in order to obtain bank records and other documents from the president and his son, Hunter Biden. McCarthy is clear there will be a vote for an impeachment inquiry, but as of now, he doesn't appear to have the votes to open one.
The long-term effects of a heart attack are not equal between men and women. A new study shows women have 1.5 times more risk of hospitalization and double the risk of death within the first year after a heart attack compared to men. Women were more likely to be back in the hospital if they had other medical conditions before the heart attack, struggled with depression, or were lower income. It also took women longer to go to the hospital once their initial symptoms began. Women had longer hospital stays to treat the initial heart attack, were given less effective treatments, and fewer received rehab after leaving the hospital.
Well, the FDA has authorized and approved an updated COVID booster. It's designed to target variants that are circulating right now as cases and hospitalizations are rising across the country. Next, an independent advisory panel will meet tomorrow to recommend who should be eligible for the new booster. The final step will be a sign-off from the CDC director.
642, your 10-second takeaway. It's going to be sun and clouds today. We are going to get breezy conditions this afternoon, so a light layer this morning would probably be a benefit. We will see highs today reaching the upper 70s.
Surfing dogs made a splash in Rancho Santa Fe, California, showing off their skills at an annual charity event. The 18th Helen Woodward's Surf Dog Surfathon raised funds for orphan pets. The Best in Surf winners, Sugar, Delilah, and Guinness.
I like that little bulldog there.
He's really hanging out. It is now 6:42.
All right, coming up after the break, see the moments a man trapped in a cave for 12 days is finally rescued.
Coming up next, I'll show you some of these pet homes that some of the students made out of cardboard. You'll have to keep watching to see what's next.
Download the 4 News Now app today.
When it comes to making plans, you are the best.
The same way you plan each detail for those moments, start planning to protect you and your loved ones from a natural disaster. Protecting your family is the best plan you can make.
What's in a name? A question that has never had more relevance. First American Title has been rebranded to Flying S Title and Escrow. Since 1905, we've been helping people protect their property rights. When the time comes to choose a title insurance and escrow company, the choice is clear: Flying S Title and Escrow. Idaho's longest operating, family-owned title and escrow company is now Flying S Title and Escrow. We're not new, but our name is.
Do you have property damage? Burke's Restoration provides full-service emergency response for residential and commercial disasters. Wind damage? Burke's can handle that. Is flooding your problem? Burke's Restoration knows just what to do. Fire or smoke damage? Call Burke's today. You didn't plan on a disaster, but you have a choice on who restores it. Choose the best. Burke's Restoration takes care of fire, smoke, wind, or water damage and more. Tell your insurance company you choose Burke's Restoration. Call or click today.
It's a factory-authorized clearance at Blue Compass RV. Before the 24s arrive, every 23 must go. Every reasonable offer will be accepted. All 23s come with an exclusive 1-year VIP membership to RV Complete. A $5,000 value only Blue Compass can provide. If you've ever dreamed of owning a new RV, now is your time. Every 23 must go at the factory-authorized clearance only at Blue Compass RV.
The Manhattan Transfer, coming to the Fox Theater Saturday, September 23rd for one night only. Don't miss this legendary quartet's 50th anniversary and farewell tour. The Manhattan Transfer. Tickets at foxtheaterspokane.org or 509-624-1200.
Don't miss Quality Stoves and Spa's Fair Savings Event. Massive once-a-year discounts on everything. Save up to $3,000 off Quality Stoves and Spa's large selection of hot tubs and swim spas. Hurry, sale ends Saturday at Quality Stoves and Spas, Post Falls.
Not attorney spokesperson. This is a paid advertisement for legal services sponsored by Nightline Legal. Cases assigned on a random basis to participating law firms. If you or a loved one were stationed at Marine Corps Base Camp Lejeune between 1953 and 1987 and were later diagnosed with cancer, Parkinson's disease, or other serious health effects, call right now.
Call 1-800-435-6817.
4 News Now is brought to you by Ace Hardware.
Welcome back. Your kids can explore career opportunities within the building industry.
The Pet Parade of Homes is an event where your kids can be creative and make any pet home of their choice. Our newest team member, Ariel Drayton, is at the North Idaho Building Contractors Association, where she has started making one of her own homes. Ariel?
Hi, you guys. Yes, I'm here actually with Stephanie. She's one of the administrators here at the Pet Parade of Homes event. And I actually have one of the students here as well. So she's going to tell us a little bit about why students are even building these homes. Why are you encouraging students to build these homes?
So the NIBCA, one of our goals of the Education Committee is to get out into the community and teach kids about careers that are available in the building industry. And this is one way that we kind of hook them into our Parade of Homes, which is the event that we do every year showcasing our builders. So now we can showcase kids as builders. So they learn the entire design process from the ground up, understanding their customer, what their needs are, and they design their home on paper before they start building. So it's a great opportunity for them to learn everything that goes into building a home.
And as you can see, Alex is showing you guys that we have a beehive here that our student that was just on camera created, and actual bees can live in these homes. So next to it, we do actually have the chicken coop. It has a man door on the back side that you guys can't quite see, but like I said, these homes are built for an actual chicken. Next to that, we have a Geico home that is used for someone's pet Geico. And then right next to it, which is different, a snail home that we have for a pet snail. Now, you can catch more of this coming up on our website on KXLY.com. Reporting in Coeur d'Alene, I'm Ariel Drayton for News Now.
Snail friends can have a place to hang out there.
Very creative things. Love the bee one.
Hey, do you notice what's different there on this view across the street from KXOY of One Spokane Stadium?
They watered the lawn.
They started laying down that turf yesterday.
Yeah, it's going to be so cool. It is really nice to see some color down there.
Yeah, it is.
Speaking of color, Mark is here with a colorful map, and you got some green on yours.
Yeah, we're going to see very mild conditions. Green for go. It's going to be great today. We're going to see better weather this afternoon. Right now, we're sitting a cool side into Colville. You're at 46 degrees, also into Winthrop. Coming down, we warm up. Temperatures in the upper 50s for Spokane, Coeur d'Alene, 61 into the LC Valley. Tri-City starting their day off at 65 degrees. If you're heading down there, it's going to be a warm day with temperatures in the low 80s. For us, we're going to be at 77 degrees. Going to be breezy at times. We'll show you the winds here in just a minute. 53 for our overnight low. The winds are going to decrease. Going to be nice. And we should keep smoke out of the region for the most part. We've got clouds on the move. We're going to see more really coming in from the west. That's going to be our day today. That's sun and clouds. We see as this system moves that we're going to get a bit of a weak cold front coming in. That's going to be this afternoon. It's going to roll through. We'll get some gusty winds out of that to about 15 miles an hour. It's weak. Behind that, high pressure builds in, and then we have a beautiful weekend. So, forecast radar. Clouds on the move. We see this coming. It's going to be mountain rain showers along that northern ridge. Takes us all the way into North Idaho and parts of Montana. Selkirk's going to pick up some sprinkles and some light rain showers, and then it'll be in the northern Rockies of Montana for the remainder of the day. Here are those wind gusts we talked about. Yeah, we're going to see them into the West Plains, more gusty than what we'll see by 3:13. By 3 o'clock this afternoon, we'll see a return of some breezy conditions, and then that's going to die down overnight, and things look really good. Highs today are going to be temperatures just above average. 75 is a normal high, 77 for us, 76 into Coeur d'Alene. The planning forecast, low 80s Thursday, mid 80s Friday, Saturday, Sunday. That's 10 degrees above average. 10 minutes before 7 o'clock, your morning sprint is coming up.
Stream 4 News Now on your TV for free with the KXLY Plus app.
4 News Now is brought to you by Mystiqua Casino Hotel in Chewelah.
When you feel protected under our roof, you're free to enjoy your dreams. Bundle auto, home, and life and save up to 27%. American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Fairway Floor Abbey Carpet in Post Falls has been North Idaho's premier flooring shop for over 30 years. From remodels to new construction, they've got your home or business covered from wall to wall. Their expert design team will work with you to find the perfect floor for your lifestyle and budget. They've got the lowest prices. From carpet and area rugs to hardwood, LVP, and laminate, if you can dream it, they can floor it. Dream it, design it, live it at Fairway Floor Abbey Carpet in Post Falls.
Sorry about that car accident. Got that insurance claim check for you.
I gotta call SWAP. I gotta call SWAP.
Here you go.
That's it? I'm calling them.
You forgot your check.
Craig Swap & Associates is on your side. We'll make sure you get the help you deserve, and we only get paid after you win.
One call, that's all.
509-999-9999.
Mystiqua Casino Hotel in Chewelah is giving you a chance to win $45,000 to spend towards a new Chevy, or you could win $35,000 cash. Your choice. Play your favorite games at Mystiqua Casino Hotel to earn entries. The more you play, the more chances you have to win. Join us Saturday, September 30th, starting at 6 p.m. for your chance to win. Learn more at Mystiqua.com.
Experience the breathtaking production that leaves both audiences and critics awestruck. Les Miserables.
November 14th through 19th at First Interstate Center for the Arts. Tickets available at BroadwaySpokane.com.
Don't miss Quality Stoves and Spa's Fair Savings Event. Massive once-a-year discounts on everything, including Quality Stoves' large selection of fireplaces, inserts, and stoves, featuring Lopine and Fireplace Extraordinaire. Sale ends Saturday at Quality Stoves and Spa's Post Falls.
When you feel protected under our roof, you're free to enjoy your dreams. Bundle auto, home, and life and save up to 27%. American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
See breaking news in your area or have a story idea? Contact 4 News Now. This Good Morning Northwest morning sprint is brought to you by Bill's Heating and Air Conditioning.
All right, it's 6:53. Let's get you up to speed for your Tuesday here in the morning sprint.
Ariel Drayton is live in Coeur d'Alene telling you how your kids can build a home for their favorite pet.
Sydney Charles has details on a crucial prisoner swap between the U.S. and Iran.
Yeah, but let's get right to Mark with details on a sunny, cloudy day ahead, but not bad.
Not going to be too bad at all. Let's take a look at our temperatures right now. Areas of Deer Park, you're sitting into the mid-50s. We see that extend all the way down into Cheney and Post Falls, into the valley, 62 degrees. We're going to have clouds on the move. There's no doubt about it today, but it'll be dry. We're going to get some breezy conditions. Here's the day today with, again, good air quality expected all day long. We're going to climb up with, again, sun and clouds, a high today of 77 degrees. Warmer for the weekend. We'll have more on that coming your way.
All right, some breaking news this morning. More than 2,000 people are feared dead in Libya from flooding that swept through the eastern part of the country. A Libyan government official says residential neighborhoods disappeared as torrents swept them into the sea, along with thousands of people. At least 10,000 people are believed to be missing.
And breaking news out of Russia, where North Korean leader Kim Jong-un has arrived by armored train for arms negotiations. Multiple South Korean media outlets reporting Kim will meet with Russian President Vladimir Putin. The U.S. and its allies are particularly concerned about the technology North Korea is seeking from Russia in return for weaponry.
A Whitman County judge made a major ruling on the future of the Pac-12 conference, blocking a meeting that could have ended with its dissolvement. Washington State University and Oregon State University fought in court to make sure the schools leaving the conference don't have a say on the direction the conference is heading. They cited the bylaws of the Pac-12, which state that members who give notice to leave the conference forfeit their seat on the Board of Governors, meaning they're no longer allowed to vote on conference-related things.
Tomorrow, a Latah County judge will hear arguments about cameras in the courtroom during the University of Idaho murders case. Brian Kohberger is accused of killing 4 U of I students. His defense has asked multiple times to keep cameras out of the courtroom. In the most recent filing, Kohberger's attorneys say media outlets violated a judge's instructions and made Kohberger the sole focus of the video and reporting. The defense believes continued coverage of the case will taint the jury pool and violate Kohberger's right to a fair trial. However, a coalition of media outlets, which includes 4 News Now, is arguing for continued access.
And this morning, the Biden administration is taking steps to advance a deal to free 5 Americans who have been deemed wrongfully detained in Iran by the U.S. State Department. Secretary of State Antony Blinken has signed off on a blanket waiver of U.S. sanctions, clearing the way for South Korea to pay Iran roughly $6 billion in oil revenue in exchange for the release of the detained Americans. Blinken also confirmed the prisoner swap component of the deal with Congress yesterday, saying that the U.S. will also release 5 Iranian nationals currently detained in the U.S.
Multiple people had their voices heard at last night's city council meeting. They were there speaking against the council's resolution to denounce Spokane Mayor Nadine Woodward's recent appearance at a far-right religious rally last month. Mayor Woodward appeared alongside former Spokane Valley Representative Matt Shea. Shea has been condemned by his own party for religious extremism. The resolution is being put forward by council members Zach Zappone and Betsy Wilkerson, who say the mayor's appearance tarnishes the reputation and image of the city and its citizens.
North Idaho Building Contractors Association. The North Idaho Buildings Contractor Association has kept my hands full this morning, especially just like the activities that I've shown you this morning, that students have created houses out of Legos, cardboards, drawings, or even using their own 2 hands with their help with a builder. So this event will take place from starting this weekend and ending October 1st. Now, the award winners will be announced tomorrow for the activities that were shown to you today. And the winners that are going to be chosen for People's Choice Award will be announced within the next 2 weeks on September 20th. You can count on us and learn more on KXLY.com. I'm Ariel Drayton reporting in Coeur d'Alene for News Now.
And we'll check a final check of the weather with Mark coming up right after this.
At 4 News Now, we believe you should expect more from local news. Our team is committed to a community conversation and bringing you information you need when and where you need it. Numerica believes in and supports that mission.
What I want people to know about Numerica's involvement is that it's genuine.
I work at a company that supports the community because we're a part of it.
It's important to give back to the community you live in. We are truly here to help, and we're passionate about it.
Shelter. Out here, it's the most important thing. But the good thing is, my Ford F-150 provides enough power to keep working.
Get a great deal on an F-150, only at your local Ford dealer.
Save big this fall with Pape Machinery. With our limited time cash discounts, you can get a new John Deere 3025E for only $23,500. Stop by a Pape Machinery Ag and Turf store today. Pape keeps you moving.
Shelter. Out here, it's the most important thing. But the good thing is, my Ford F-150 provides enough power to keep working.
Get a great deal on an F-150, only at your local Ford dealer.
As we take a live look out, you see, again, there's some blue sky. The sun's up. We got cloud cover, and that's going to be our day today. We're going to get some breezy winds out of the southwest, but only to about 15 miles an hour. It's not going to be too bad. Temperatures into the upper 70s. In fact, we look at 2 o'clock at about 75, and on the other side, 6 o'clock about 74. So, again, outdoors going to be beautiful today. 77 will be our high today. 78 tomorrow. Very consistent with more sunshine, fewer clouds. 81 on Thursday, and look at the weekend, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. It's going to be hard to get fall preps going because it's so nice.
Totally. Yeah, how do we even think about that kind of stuff? Not ready.
We'll think about it for a while. We'll be back in 23 minutes with an update on GMA.